All right, we're here. We're here. We're here. Is everybody here? Let me know if you see me. Okay, this is going to be down. Everybody come through. I'm sure notifications didn't go out because I just started. Do me a favor, guys. We have over 14 people here. Guys, hit the like button so that people can get notified. Let me real quickly, I have to label this video so that people get notifications. We won't be on for too long, like I said, but we will. I wanted to read what happened here. This is what I want to read. Because honestly, I was left like, what happened? Let me copy here. Especially at the very end. I guess there were some things that were said. I want to go right to cross-examination. Okay. Everybody come through. I'm sure notifications didn't go out because we just started. Okay. We got to do what we got to do and work on our best. Okay. Here we go. Let me see. Guys, hit the like button, please, and thank you. I'd appreciate it. All right, let's see. Okay, we got 92 people here. Everybody's here. Thank you. For the most part, people will get in here if they can. Let me share this. We live now. Okay. This is Deonte. So Deonte is a celebrity stylist, okay? And he had a little back and forth with the lawyer. Actually, that a lot of people were like, this is probably the most interesting. I think that people felt court got at some point. But there was a couple of people that were, let me just see. Deonte was, what number was Deonte? Deonte was 294. 2,994. Okay. Let's do that. Let's start right there. And that would mean, man, they really went long. Okay. 2,000. We'll do our best to read as much as we can from Deonte. I can't promise that much, though. It'll be a pre-recorded video. 2,943. Here we go. This is where Deonte starts. Here we go. Direct. Okay, so Deonte had done Deonte, I swear, today was like, oh my God. Apparently Deonte had had seen a lot what Cassie was going through, and it wasn't just Deonte, it was this person named Mia, whose identity we still don't know. Okay, we still don't know a Mia. A lot of people have speculated. I know I have. We've said different things, but we honestly don't know who the hell Mia is. And that's okay. We're going to probably find out here in a couple of days. But apparently Deonte and Mia, when Cassie was getting beat, they were jumping into the rescue, if you know what I mean. So Deonte, like, what stood out to me, and a lot of people were like, damn, like, that's the only person that seems to have been wanting to stand up to Diddy. That's the only person that seems to have like been wanting to like actually like he could jump. He'll jump on his back to stop him from hitting Cassie and stuff like that. So there's that. But Deonte, there was some stuff, a lot of questions that we had about, I guess, his testimony. So he starts at 2:29:43. 43. Okay, here we go. Now we're making some progress. This is where he starts the direct cross-examination. This is his direct. Okay. And he starts direct with Miss Comey. Okay. Oh, it's taking forever. Is this direct? Yes. I want to get to cross. They had a couple of back and forths. Miss Comey, good afternoon. Here's direct. We want to get to cross real quick. Takes a minute to find the pages, y'all. Okay. Donaldson objects. Direct. Where are we at in cross? Hurry up. Oh my God. Why didn't I pull that earlier? Here it is. Okay. Objection overruled. He was there for quite a minute. Okay. Here it is. Cross. Here we go. Okay. So, all right, we'll be back in 5 minutes. They take a long break. The court says, all right, be seated. Ms. Comey, Your Honor, I have raised this with the defense counsel. I know this may not be possible, but is there any way that we can go a little late today? Okay, that's when they decided to go late. All right. Any issue with that? Not personally for me. No. Okay, they went late. All right. So the court says, be seated. Welcome back. Good news is they're going to be off late. It says, bad news is we're going to be going later than 3. I'll assure you to get you out of here at 4, which was later than that. Good news is that we're all going to make sure that we are stay on schedule. Okay, perfect. All right, cross-examination starts by Mr. Donaldson. Mr. Donaldson is for the defense, okay? Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. How are you? I'm pretty good, thank you. How are you? Blessed. Blessed? Okay. I'm going to ask you to try to speak as loud as you can so that the last person can hear you in the jury box can hear you. All right. Cool. Now, you mentioned on direct with Miss Comey here that you met with the government several times. Is that right? Yes. And during those times that you met with the government, you had an attorney present. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Yes. And you also said that a few times that you wanted to leave early. Is that right? Yeah. By leave early, you were saying that you wanted to stop whatever questions you were being asked. You wanted to just get out of there. Yes. Because either you were tired or of the questions, or you just didn't want to be, you didn't want to be there. Correct? Correct. And I think you said when you first sat down this afternoon that you did not want to be here, right? Absolutely. You did not want to testify in this case. Yep. And you were told you had to be here because of a subpoena. That is correct. And the subpoena told you you had to come to court, correct? Okay, let me keep going. And as far as you're going to, and now as far as you going to the government's office to talk to them, you didn't have to go there, correct? Nope. So when you went there because, well, you voluntarily went. Yeah. Okay. And so when you went there to answer the questions, like they said, so you went there to answer the questions, like they said, correct? Yeah. And give them truthful answers. Nothing but the truth, he answers. And is that what you did every time you were there? Every single time. And you said you went there with the lawyer, Mr. Dunn. Is that it? Yes. And Mr. Dunn, well, you also said that I think one of their last questions answered was you haven't filed a lawsuit, right? No. And you haven't sent out a demand letter. No. You know what a demand letter is? Yes, I do. So you haven't sent anything out to Mr. Combs demanding money? No. But you did hire Mr. Dunn to pursue possible legal litigation against Mr. Combs, right? Objection. It's from the government. Sustain. Do you have are you considering a lawsuit against Mr. Combs? No, I'm focused on getting out of here. Okay. So they're putting up exhibits for the witnesses. Mr. Nash, could you read the first part to yourself and then look at me when you're done reading it? Let me see. Done representing. No. Read it to yourself. I'm sorry about that. Read it to yourself. The court speaks. Mr. Nash, are you done reading that? Yes. Can we take that down? Mr. Donaldson, a question? Donaldson says, thank you. Okay. Questioning continues with Donaldson. Now, after reading that document, does that refresh your recollection or does that change your testimony of whether or not you're considering a civil litigation against Mr. Combs? No, it doesn't. It seems like an assumption. We don't want to have assumptions in the courtroom. So does that document refresh your recollection that you are considering civil? No, it doesn't. Hold on. It doesn't. It does not? No. So it's fair to say then that you do not have or not as much March 1 as of March 1st as of March 10th 2025 you are not considering or retaining counsel to consider suing Mr. Combs in civil action. I have counsel to protect me. I don't do federal court. All right, so you have counsel to protect you related to this case, he answers, this case. Protect you related to your interests regarding civil claims against Mr. Combs, correct? No, this case. Did you not tell the government on March 10th, 2025 that you have civil counsel to consider civil claims against Mr. Combs? Objection. Ask and answer, Your Honor. Mr. Donaldson says, different question, Judge. Okay. The court says, I don't know about that. I'll let you ask it one more time. Overruled. Excuse me. Let's see. Hold up. There's a typo here. Okay. Let me skip that. There's a typo right here, and I'm not sure who it's referencing to. It's a little confusing. All right. We're going to skip that for a minute. Court says, all right. Questioning continues by Mr. Donaldson. On March 10th, 2025, did you not tell the government, Ms. Comey, that you have civil counsel to consider pursuing a civil complaint against Mr. Combs? No. Mr. Donaldson continues. All right. Could you put up 1,800, please? Exhibits are put up. What's been pre-marked as exhibit 1,800? Yes. Mr. Nash, do you recognize that? Yes. Do you recognize that to be Cassie in the numb video? Excuse me, hold up. Mr. Nash, do you recognize that? He answers, yes. Do you recognize that to be Cassie in the numb video? He answers, I'm sorry. Cassie in the numb video? The numb video. Yes. What's the numb video? It's a music video from a mixtape. From the mixtape? Yes. Okay. Ask for exhibits to be removed. Ms. Comey has no objection. Exhibits are entered into evidence. Okay. Mr. Nash, do you see what's been marked in Defense Exhibit 1801? Yes. What do you recognize that to be? Cassie, it looks like Usher. Enter the chat. Usher. Mr. Donaldson speaks. Your Honor, I would like to move for Defense Exhibits 1801. I would object, Your Honor. The government objects. I don't think the witness has established the relevance. The court speaks. All right, Mr. Donaldson. Okay, Mr. Donaldson, continue speaking. Mr. Nash, do you know where this particular picture comes from? The Bad Boy Reunion Tour, he answers. Was that in 2016? Maybe. Were you part of that tour? Yes. You participated as a stylist in that tour? Yes. And was Cassie, you were styling for Cassie at that time? Yes. Okay. More exhibits are entered. No objection from the government. Published for the jury. Okay. Mr. Nash, do you recognize what's been previously marked as Defense Exhibit 1802? Yes. What do you recognize that to be? This is Cassie doing her 2-minute performance at Bad Boy Reunion Tour. This is the same 2016 Bad Boy Reunion Tour. This is actually the show. This is not the tour. She didn't do the tour. She did the show. Okay. This is the show from that. Yes, yes. Were you her stylist at that time? Yes. Okay. Your Honor moves to submit exhibits. No objection from the government. Okay. Exhibits are published. Did you pick out that dress? I don't remember. Okay. More on the exhibits. Did you pick out that one? I don't remember. Okay. More exhibits. Now, Your Honor, can I have a word with prosecution, please? Yes, you may. All right. So this is a sidebar. Counsel confers. Okay. Hold up. Y'all hit the like button, please, and thank you. I'm sure notifications didn't go out. on this one for sure. Hold up. Did I get some support? Angela, thank you for becoming a new member. I felt like you were already a member, love. Shout out to you. And Just Rant Personal Services. Thank you for being a member for freaking a year. Congratulations. Thank you for supporting my channel. Aw, y'all are so amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hit that like button, please, and thank you. I got coffee here. Yeah, get those likes up, please. Thank you. We're working overtime, and then tomorrow we'll be live in the morning. I'm sure you didn't get a notice, Kel on Earth. I'm sure you didn't because we just went live. I'm pretty sure we're out of notices. So keep in mind, YouTube is probably not sending notifications out for me. So just keep an eye out. See if I'm live in the morning specifically. Just note I'll be live on the trial. So just come over. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So Mr. Donaldson, Your Honor, they have a sidebar. With the consent of the government, we have approximately 10 more exhibits we would like to put in. The government has indicated it has no objection. We can do a batch if that's okay to make it quicker, or we can go through it one by one. The court asked, do we need to use those during your honors, during examination, or get them into evidence? I want to get them into evidence now and use them later. In the examination, yes. What are the exhibits? 1810, 1811, 1814, 1818. Okay, I'm not going to read all those. They're trying to get that. Comey says no objection, as long as 1841 has the redactions that I requested. Donaldson said, I believe it does. Yes, it does. All right, those exhibits are identified and it will be admitted. Okay, so a bunch of exhibits are admitted. Questioning continues again by Mr. Donaldson. All right, Mr. Nash, you testified this afternoon that your relationship with Ms. Ventura, right? Cassie, right? Mrs. Fine. I'm sorry, Mrs. Fine. Mrs. Fine? Yes. Because she's married to Alex. Yes. And that was, well, we'll get into that. So, well, you testified about your relationship with Mrs. Fine. Yes. It started in 2001. What? 2009 or 8? You mentioned back in 2008 when you started this relationship, you were you still are a stylist, right? Yes. I think when you came into there, you said that you were a celebrity stylist. Yes, correct. And a celebrity stylist means someone that styles for celebrities, right? Yes. That's contrary to someone who styles for celebrities, right? Yes. And so someone that's not a celebrity stylist can call themselves just a stylist? Yes. So you have earned this distinction of being a celebrity stylist because you style primarily for celebrities. Objection. Ms. Comey objects. Your Honor, yes. Court says it's overruled. Now, when you that's not how you started your career, correct? You don't just become a celebrity stylist. You have to move up to become that. No, that's how I started. So in 2007, when you were an intern at Bad Boy, you were a celebrity stylist. I started as an intern, but you were a celebrity stylist in my question. No. So no, in 2008, you became a celebrity stylist? Yeah. What do you mean yeah? Yes. So by working at Bad Boy between 2007 2008, you just became a celebrity stylist? Yes. And that was because Mr. Combs introduced you to Cassie. I introduced myself to Cassie. You introduced yourself to Cassie while working for Mr. Combs. Yes. Hoy, the back and forth on this is insane. He introduced himself to Cassie. He did that. Okay. Yeah. Do you see that? You guys pick that up? Thank you. Thank you, Morris, for hitting that like button. Thank you for the $2. Y'all hit the like button. Stop acting like that. Thank you, Morris. Thank you. Oh, we. Ooh, we. I mean, okay. All right. Let's keep going. I introduced myself to Cassie while working. You introduced yourself to Cassie while working for Mr. Combs. Yes. And you're still styling Mr. Combs as well. Yes. And that's how you became a celebrity stylist, by the kind of movement, correct? Yes. And but that only happened that only happened though because you started your internship with Bad Boy, right? Yes. So it would be fair to say that Mr. Combs or Bad Boy helped you start your career. You have now as a celebrity stylist. Would that be fair to say? Yeah, go ahead. I'm going. Don't worry about it. Oh my God. Okay. How did I miss this? He's okay. Donaldson is like, would it be fair to say that Mr. Combs or Bad Boy helped start your career? So you now as a stylist, as a celebrity stylist, that would be fair to say. Yeah, go ahead. And then Donaldson responds by saying, I'm going. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's like, okay, all right. I would have laughed if I was in the courtroom, but that would have been inappropriate. Okay. He says, I'm going. Don't worry. So now, when you say stylist, what do you mean by stylist? What is a stylist? Tell everybody what a stylist is. Someone that goes shopping for clothes. You style them for music, dress them for music videos, personal appearance. Some people do personal styling, which I do as well, where I do everyday looks for clients. What about music? No, you don't do any music. What do you mean? So when you talk this afternoon about your knowledge of studio, your knowledge of time period, excuse me, your knowledge of this coffee, your knowledge of studio and your knowledge of time period, your knowledge of when records get released and your knowledge of who releases records and your knowledge of all of this, you were giving us the information based on your extensive experience as a celebrity stylist, right? Objection. Misstates the testimony, Your Honor. The court says, you've got to rephrase that question, Mr. Donaldson. Mr. Donaldson, if you can just do me a favor and stay at the lecture, just because the court reporters are having difficulty if you're not at the microphone. Okay, so Mr. Donaldson is moving everywhere. Donaldson says, okay, Judge, got you. Let me start over. As a celebrity stylist, you indicated that you purchase clothes, correct? Mm-hmm. Is that a yes? Yes. You also help people pick out clothes for their videos. Mm-hmm. Is that a yes? Yes. You also help people pick out clothing for their photo shoots, correct? Yes. And you also picked out clothing for their weddings, correct? Yes. And in fact, are you, as you indicated, for Mr. Fine, you also helped pick out her wedding dress, correct? Oh, and in fact, as you indicated for Mrs. Fine, you helped pick out her wedding dress, correct? Yes. You and who else? A father-daughter group. Who? Who was it? Hold up. That's confusing. Hold up. So he says, in fact, as you indicated for Mr. Fine, you helped pick up a wedding dress, correct? Yes. You and who else? A father-daughter group? He responds, who? Who was it? Who helped pick out that dress? What do you mean father-daughter group? Who helped you pick out Mrs. Fine's wedding dress? Marnie Senafante? Is that how you say that? Who is that? Somebody in the chat, let me know. This is apparently a name. Is it a designer? Is it a designer? Marnie Senofante. Senofant? Let me know. Let me close this out. I got too many tabs open. Apparently, this was somebody that helped. Yeah, I'm lost here. I'm so lost here. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Did his daughter help too? Whose daughter? Don't worry about it. We'll get to that. So now, once you finish picking out the clothing for the celebrities and their photo shoots and their video shoots, is your job done? Depends. Okay. You also help pick out their clothing for tours, correct? Correct. For when they perform on these tours, correct? Yes. So in 2016, during this reunion tour, you were present to help pick out a person's clothing for their performance, correct? Yes. And that's a very important job, right? Yes, because celebrities have to look a certain way when they walk outside, correct? Yes. Because their look is part of their celebrity status, correct? Yes. And it has to be, it takes a lot to pick out the right outfit for the right event, correct? Yes. And when you have the right hair, correct? Yes. And that's all part of being an artist, correct? Yes. All right. And you help people do that, correct? Yes. You help Mr. Combs do that, correct? Yes. And you did that for a while with Mr. Combs, correct? Yes. And he would you would send him pictures of what to wear and he would pick which ones he wanted, correct? Cassie usually send them, but yes. Would Cassie send him pictures? Yes. And he would pick out which ones he wanted from those? Yes. And you would know someone called Scott Langston or Scott Langston? No. Okay. What about, do you know the public school brand? The public school clothing brand? No. Do you know Muro Solomon? No. Do you know Groovy Lou? Yes. Who is Groovy Lou? Puff's longtime friend and one of his stylists. Do you know Mike B from around? Yes. Who was Mike B? One of Puffy's old stylists. Now, would it be fair to say that you worked at Bad Boy as an intern and as the stylist for Mr. Combs and as a stylist for Miss, what's her name? Miss Fine. I don't like this right here. Yo, this it's like the shade is coming from both ways. Fine, Miss Fine. There were other artists that were also signed to the Bad Boy roster. Would that be fair to say? Yes. Who were they? French Montana. Wait, French Montana, the hip hop person, rap star? Yes. I mean, and Puff. That's all that I really remember right now. Just two of them. I don't know while I was there. You were you were then he says Danity Kane, day 26. Danity Kane, day 26. Who else? I don't remember. Did you ever see Gun Kelly there? Oh yeah, yeah. You seen Gun Kelly? Yes. Okay, I think he means Machine Gun Kelly, but okay. Okay, who else? I don't remember. All these people were there and they also had stylists, correct? Oh, I don't know. Well, when a label such as Bad Boy Records or Bad Boy, period, as you said, artists have to be, well, pay attention to their clothing, correct? Yes. You would agree that it is in the best interest, based upon your experience, as indicated on direct, that you would agree it's in the label's best interest to make sure that artists signed to a label are dressed appropriately, correct? Yes. You would agree that it's in the label's best interest that its stars or its artists that may be signed to them hair is appropriate, correct? Yes. You would agree that it's in the label's best interest that the artist signed to the label represented labels properly in public, correct? Yes. And that's all because the label, I guess, makes more money. If the artist makes more, it makes money. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. And so you would agree that if Cassie, well, strike that. Uh, was Cassie signed to Bad Boy label? Yes. So you would agree then the label had an interest in how Cassie looked when she went outside, correct? Yes. You would agree that the label had an interest in how Cassie's clothing looked like, correct? Yes. You would even agree that do you recall a haircut that Cassie had? The side haircut? Yes. That haircut became almost like iconic status, correct? Yes. It became Cassie's cut, correct? Yes. People all around the world were getting their hair cut, correct? Objection. Government objects. Sustain. Let's move on. Who decided that haircut? Who suggested that the haircut? Puff. Who? Puff. Mr. Combs? Mm-hmm. Is that a yes? Yes. So Mr. Combs suggested the haircut on Cassie that became iconic status. Yes. And so when Cassie was wearing certain clothing outside, it would be important for the person who ran the label that her clothing looked good. Would that be fair to say? Yeah, sometimes, yeah. You also mentioned during direct that Cassie was at a studio session quite often. Do you recall saying that? Yes. I believe you said she was recording almost every day. Do you recall saying that? Yes. Do you recall saying that towards the end? Yeah. And this was in a studio, correct? Correct. I believe you also said that the same thing about, well, get to the mixtape. You say recording every day. This is in an actual studio, correct? Yes. So the jury understands we're talking about a studio that can record songs that can be released commercially, correct? Correct. And you know the difference. You know that commercial releases mean, correct? Yes. That means releases that are to the public. So that can be some commercial profit, I guess, right? Yes. And making those songs in those studios at the time, correct? Yes. Sometimes days and weeks, correct? Yes. For one song, correct? Mm-hmm. Is that a yes? That's a little excessive, but yes. Okay. Studios are expensive, correct? Yes. Studio time is expensive, correct? Yes. So when you say that you and Cassie went in the studio quite often, almost every day recording songs, somebody had to pay for the studio, correct? Yes. And is it the label's best interest to ensure that the artist is putting out a commercially satisfactory song, correct? If you know, yes. So the label pays for the studio time, correct? Yes. And the label in this situation was Bad Boy, correct? Um Correct, he says. And that would be Mr. Combs, correct? Correct. So when you say that you and Cassie were in the studio almost every day or quite often, that means that Mr. Combs was paying for the studio time, correct? Correct. She wouldn't be able to go to the studio unless he pays for it, correct? Correct. Oh my God, get to like let me get some water, y'all. He needs to land this damn plane. What is going on? The defense is you know what? The defense is like land the effing plane already. I know that that's their job. They're going to do the reasonable doubt and the Perry Mason, but it's like land the effing plane already, because the plane is stuck up there. Like, I just can't. I swear. Anyways, I get it. I know it's the foundational questions, but I'm like, okay, I already know what the foundation is here. Basically saying something to the effect of, if it wasn't for Puff, she wasn't going to get her music. And clearly, the music that she was releasing in mixtapes was not of quality. That's what it is. So that's where they went to the freebies. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be. But hey, I know they're wasting time. There is something. It's the questioning. I just can't. But I agree with you, love. I think it's setting the foundation, and that's what they're doing, and they're really good at doing that. I'll give them that. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can here, y'all, because I gotta go soon because I'm tired and I gotta go to bed. Okay. But if I don't get done here, I'll do a pre-recorded on this. I just wanted to understand what happened. I also want to know, who are they calling out tomorrow, because they say that in the transcripts. So we'll hopefully get that. Okay, and so the label wants, well, I shouldn't say, it would be fair to say that, well, when you say a lot, you mean over the course of 2009, 2018, you and Cassie went to the studio quite often, paid for by Mr. Combs, correct? Mm-hmm. Yes? Yes. Well, that would mean that when you would agree that Mr. Combs and Bad Boy had an interest in Cassie's future, correct? Yeah. Do you know what Young and Reckless is? Yes. And that's something that was, well, I don't know. You tell the jury what that is. A streetwear brand, clothing brand? A streetwear clubbing brand? Clothing brand. Say that again. A streetwear clothing brand. Clothing brand. And it was founded or owned or made by whom? I don't I don't know. I don't remember. Well, Cassie had an interest in this, right? Yes. And Cassie was part of that, correct? Yes. And that was around 2015, 16, maybe around that time. And as part of the clothing streetwear brand, Cassie was taking photos, correct? Yes. She was doing photo shoots, correct? Yes. You were styling that as well. Yes. And that wasn't under the auspice of a Bad Boy, correct? What do you mean? Bad Boy had nothing to do with Young and Reckless, correct? No, Puff had to approve the photos. Puff had to approve the photos? Yes. But Puff didn't have to approve Cassie going to do work with Young and Restless, correct? Yes, he did. Did he approve that? Yes. He just, you can't call him Puff. He has to be called Mr. Combs. That's what the court just said, okay? No. All right, let's keep going. When did he approve that? You say what? When did he approve that? I don't know. It was years ago, but he approved it. Just so I'm clear, that was also to make money, correct? Yes. So Mr. Combs approved Cassie to go out and make money with the clothing and the streetwear brand, correct? Yes. And Mr. Combs had nothing to do with the release of Young and Reckless, correct? I mean, he had hands on, but it wasn't his company, correct? No. So someone else was making money off of Young and Reckless with Cassie, correct? Yes. How long did that last? I don't remember. Do you know someone named Banna? Enter the chat. She might testify tomorrow. You never know. Yes. Did Banna have something to do with Young and Reckless? Yes. What did Banna have to do with Young and Reckless? She was a designer. There you go. Oh, we read that lawsuit here. Oh, we read that lawsuit here. Oh, we read that lawsuit here. Oh my God. Here we go. Is that a yes? Yes. And Banna, would it be fair to say that Banna is a friend of Cassie's? Yes. And so Banna asked Cassie to help her with Young and Reckless clothing, with Young and Reckless, correct? Yes. And when Cassie decided to step away from her singing and go into making money with Banna and Young and Reckless, correct? It wasn't a step away from singing. Okay, in addition to singing, she decided to do something else to help her make money, correct? Correct. And Mr. Combs said that that's fine, go ahead and do that, correct? Yes. Did not hold her back at all. Not, no, not with that. Now, you said you mentioned Bad Boy Tour that was in 2016. Do you recall that? Yes. Yes. And you were part of the tour, correct? Yes. And when I say part of it, you were a stylist for the tour, correct? Yes. That means you traveled with the tour, correct? No, 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 no. I stayed home. You stayed home? Yeah. I don't blame you. Where is home? California. Yeah. I'm not mad at you. So you stayed home and you styled from home? No. We did fitting beforehand. What does that mean? You do a fitting, you prep for the clothing, and Derek took the clothes with him. When you say prep the clothes, what does prep? What does prep? We don't know what that means. What do you mean by prep the clothes? You go shopping, you make the outfits, you pack everything, and we put them in the garment racks. You have a fitting, and you take the edits with you. Well, for how many people, for how many artists did you do that for? I think like four. Which artists? It was Little Kim, Cassie, Puff, Mace. I want to say. So far to say then, excuse me. So fair to say then that back in 2016, during this particular tour, you did the styling or helped do the styling for what would be considered major musicians at that time. Correct. Correct? Yes. Mace would be a major platinum selling musician, correct? Not at that time. Well, overall, yes. And who else was there? Little Kim. Major platinum selling artist, correct? Yes. Mr. Combs as well? Yes. Major selling platinum artist, correct? Yes. And your personal client, Cassie? Yes. Anyone else on that tour? No. And this was fair. And this was after, just quickly, you mentioned something about a black guy on FaceTime. Do you remember saying that? Yes. And that was after the Intercontinental incident, correct? During the Intercontinental incident, correct? No, the black guy. Yes, I did see that one. Yes, I thought you meant the Vegas. Yes. And this tour that you styled her for after that, correct? This tour was June 2016. And the incident at Intercontinental happened in March 2016, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, but there was a show maybe like a year before the tour at Barclays. It was maybe like 2 nights of a show, maybe I want to say the next year, 6 months later. Then they went on tour. Who was that in the show? Bad Boy Artist. Who? Carl Thomas. I don't remember. Did you style for them as well? I actually did. Yeah. You style for Carl Thomas as well? Yes. Let's get this right. You started as an intern in 2007, 2008. You catapulted to celebrity stylist, right? Yes. And then after that, by the time of 2016 came around, you styled Carl Thomas, Sean Combs, Mace, and Little Kim. Yes. Who else? Cassie. Cassie? Uh-huh. Anyone else? Puff. Who else? So based upon your internship with Bad Boy, you became a serious celebrity stylist, correct? Yes. Is that a yes? Yes. Yeah, I gotta stop. All right. Let me stop right here, okay? Because it's like we're going back. We're going back. I gotta stop right here. Let me write this down. We stopped at page 271. Nash 271. I have to do a pre-recorded on this. We're gonna do a full one here. Let me go to the transcript at the very end, okay? Because I have to say something. Let me see what they decide. Let me see if they let us know who's coming in tomorrow. Real quick. Let's look at the requests to see how different they are. The government, thank you. We'll see tomorrow at 8:30. They start at 8:30. Let me see. So one thing to flag, Your Honor, we're going to assess among ourselves. This is Comey. We think we may be moving ahead of schedule at this point. I know today was a long day, but we're hopeful that we're going to be able to cut some witnesses from a list, from the witness list. And we want to flag for Your Honor that we'll plan to let honor and defense know from this week any witnesses we identify we can cut. I do not think it will end up resting in less than 6 weeks. I don't know much less, but I think it will be less than 6 weeks. Okay, so it's not going to be a 6-week trial. Just I'm so bad with the calendars. I hope that we're able to rest at the end of the second week of June. So defense is prosecutor. Okay, government is going to rest at the second week of June. So they got like 2.5 weeks of more witnesses from the prosecution. Okay, now hold up. Before I want to know who they have tomorrow. I want to see if they let us know. Let's see. Are they gonna bring back Nash? Or are they done with Nash? Let me see. I will know for Mia. We have given the government, I think, all the exhibits. So Mia is going to be tomorrow, and I've been meeting and conferring with Miss Johnson about Mr. Santos, a witness named Santos. So perhaps we could do early next week. Okay, but practically, with respect to that, I think that's why Agnifilo was addressing the incarcerated client. There's an incarcerated client. Lord have mercy. Hold up. Let's see. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can get. They're talking about exhibits here. Government preps their witnesses every night. Okay, so we spend the weekend with Mr. Combs' visitation. This is the defense. They go and see Mr. Combs on the weekends while they're prepping. Okay. They're working overnight. Everybody is. I'm trying to see. Somebody incarcerated, somebody named Mr. Santos, and Mia. Okay, so far that's what I've assessed so far. Could that be Jonathan Nadi, who's currently incarcerated? Lord have mercy. I am clutching my invisible pearls. Could that be Jonathan Nadi? That is the question. Are they bringing somebody incarcerated? Could that be Mr. Adi? Oh yeah, yeah, we gonna have to find out. They're not even saying. I think it's Mia and somebody incarcerated. That they said somebody incarcerated, and then a Mr. Santos. Incarceration and a Mr. Santos. I don't know if it's Suge Knight. Oh my God. I will see you guys tomorrow. I gotta go because I gotta go get some rest because I would love to be here all night, but I am literally, that's what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Let me see. Incarcerated. Hold up. This is page 3. This is so it seems to me if that the Bail Reform Act that goes as far as they might be talking about getting access to Diddy while they're figuring out this case. That could be it. But they said something to the effect of somebody incarcerated. Well, under these circumstances, the defendant who's incarcerated can be temporary release. We're not asking for anything remotely that extreme, that this may be something that can not only be court order, but it's Article 1, 2, 3 power of authority. Roman numeral, but it's actually rooted in statute. So that's why we ask the target and I'm trying to shoot at. That's what it says. But they're also saying here, just as we thought, we asked Your Honor to do something else, to allow us access to Mr. Combs could better defend. So they're having issues with that too. Every trial is different. I'm trying to see. Let's see. The problem with this particular trial and having an incarcerated client in this particular client, they could very well be talking about Combs. So it might not be bringing somebody incarcerated as a witness. But that would be interesting if that was the case. Look at this. They're talking about Combs addressing the incarcerated client. I guess he's bitching about that. He's like, my client is incarcerated. I can't even defend him. Hold up. This is like, let me go to the last pages. Let's see. So the defense is so we know Mia's gonna be there. There's somebody named Mr. Santos. Who the hell is that? Let me see. Mr. Santos. I don't know if it's somebody incarcerated now that I've read this a little bit different. It could just be that they're having a hard time. Mr. Santos. I will note that Mia, we've been given the government. I will note that Mia, we have given the government, as Your Honor knows, I think all the exhibits go far. There may be some changes, and we've been meeting and conferring with Miss Johnson about Mr. Santos. Who the hell is Mr. Santos? Enrique Santos? Who's that? Yeah, I think they're referring to Diddy. I don't think they're saying that there's an incarcerated witness, but I don't know, man. You never know. They said Mr. Santos. Who is that? I don't know. Jailbreak Diddy. They're trying to jailbreak Diddy. All right, guys. I got to go. I'm tired. Hit the like button. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hit the like button, okay? Bye. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Thank you for watching. And make sure you guys watch our earlier live that we had to cut short because we were addressing this. All right. Bye, guys. I got to go. Hit the like button. Support. Bye.